Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. It is Terrific Tuesday. It is that day right near the middle of the week that we're so grateful how God has blessed us to start off the week in praise and worship. I hope you enjoyed our virtual worship service at 7 o'clock a.m. on Sunday, as well as our 9 o'clock in-person live worship service. It's a time that we thank God for being the shepherd of our souls. Our text on today comes out of Ezekiel, the 34th chapter, verses 23 through 31. As we continue to hear about the message, how God says, I will set one shepherd over my sheep, my servant David. He will feed them and be a shepherd to them. And I, the Lord, will be your God, and my servant David will be a prince among the people. I, the Lord, have spoken it. This becomes a very prophetic word to allow us to understand that while David was a shepherd boy taking care of his father's sheep on the backside of the desert, God was preparing him for something greater than he ever thought he would become. God was preparing him for leadership. You know, have you ever thought about it? God gives us the most important things for us to give leadership and guidance to. He gives us sheep. In the text, we'll find out that sheep follow a shepherd because the shepherd David took time to get to know the sheep. The sheep knew his voice and followed him wherever he would lead them. This was preparation for David to know that God was training him and preparing for him something bigger and greater than he ever thought he would be. God wanted him to build a relationship with sheep, with animals who knew the voice. So he had to learn to be authentic and not be an impersonator. You know, we live in a world today that there's so many people who are impersonators. Some people can impersonate others that they almost sound identical to them. But David knew how to be authentic with his sheep. Therefore, this was preparing David to be authentic, a leader before his people. God was going to elevate him, but God needed for him to be very committed to that which seemingly was so out of what David thought God had for him. God wanted him to take care of sheep because this would be the training ground for him to take care of people. You know, my brothers and sisters, God wants us to take care of the little things. Then he'll give us more to handle. He'll give you a bigger pasture. He'll give you a bigger flock. He'll give you the world that you can speak to because you've heard his voice and he knows yours. Today, let's know the sovereign Lord has spoken to us. Let's make sure that we're truly who we're supposed to be, and God will lead us into green pastures. Always know in this year of 20 and 23, God has a blessing bigger and greater than you ever thought it would see. It happened to David, and it can happen to you too. I'll talk to you again on tomorrow.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.